paleo-libertarian nationalist superstar, airborne paratrooper, tugboat trash extraordinaire, and provider of authentic full liquor and Valentine Ale Massacre entertainment on YouTube, Mr. Met 40 ounce, aka the Oaktown Hellbilly, back again with another one, with my King Cobra premium full liquor, spread out the dangerous streets of Stockton, California, in order for me to bring you this high quality, authentic full liquor entertainment production tonight. Motherfuck the Bush crime family. Outstanding fucking cap toss. Motherfuck all homebrewers. I'm perverted, words worded with verbs murdered, your bird herded. That's you on my head trying to bird flirt me. Part of my French, clever is as hard as it gets. Getting departed when the target is hit. Your whole family gets slaughtered in links. I hit you 5 times with the 4 pound, gets a quarter to 6. Box heavy gets the teeth fixed. I stay flipping the jab, I count with the 40 Mayweather defense. Grand Steven, drunken man Sam eating with my hands bleeding. Ah, that's fucking good. Absolutely refreshing and fucking delicious. Brewed and packaged by hardworking, patriotic fucking Americans, and you need to support that. Full liquor label out, motherfuck all craft beer cunts. Ah, that's fucking good. Ice fucking cold. Less than fucking $2.28. I paid $2.27 for this 40 ounce of malt liquor today in Stockton when I got off of work. Shout out to my Stockton homies, Bug Bug.
Squeezing on your baby mother's ass, this is getting mine. See me on the corner kicking raps while I'm sipping wine. Epitomize how it's supposed to go, cause my shit is live. Ring me to make it happen, watch how I improvise. Never had a shot for you, so I never sympathize.
Ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited masterpiece is finally here. Last weekend, I was out of town, so I did not get to do it. I didn't get back into town until late Saturday night. And I was not able to cam up at that point. It was already too late, so I said, fuck it. I'll wait another week. Doesn't matter. Okay, anyways, this is going to be a long one, so settle in. Go get you a 40 ounce of malt liquor from your refrigerator and enjoy that while you watch me savage some neocons in the Bush crime family tonight. We'll get our necessaries out of the way. Shout out to Steel Worldwide, Falstaff, Huffy 72, J Vega 419, and 40 ounce beer. The OGs of this shit, the first two aforementioned are the architects of the blueprint, Steel Worldwide and Falstaff. Now, if you're tuning in for the first time, this is Malt Liquor Entertainment. I am Mr. Met 40 ounce, and this is a Malt Liquor video. The reason why I'm wearing this ski mask is I am not the star of the show. This 40 ounce glass container of malt liquor, straight off the dangerous streets of Stockton, California, is this, in fact, the star of the show. It always will be the star of the show, and that's how this works. The blueprint is just a format to do this, and that's the way it goes. You know, so that's the way we do it. If you don't like cussing, shut it off. If you don't like me going after neocons or any of that shit, just shut it off. You're not going to like this Malt Liquor channel. I run this Malt Liquor channel as a public fucking service. And my main mission in life, not only following the blueprint, but exposing neocon vermin for what the fuck they are. And other lies from the media industrial complex. We'll get into all this shit as we get into this masterpiece tonight. Malt Liquor, label out. Shout out to 209 J Jones, the Malt Liquor referee. All right, so if you look on the wall behind me, you can see what probably what my feelings are towards neocons and shit libs. I am coming at you from the far right. I am a paleo-libertarian and a nationalist. Think 85% Ron Paul, 15-20% Pat Buchanan. I have a traditionalist mindset in the way that I conduct my affairs and live my life. And that's just the way it is. Now, the last few months have definitely been interesting. That's a fact. You have a lot of these people are being exposed for the fucking frauds that they are. I'm talking about the neocons and the conservative incorporated and all this other bullshit. You got a guy like President Trump that's fucking throwing a wrench into everything for these people, and he's making things difficult as best he can. I think that he's doing everything he can. Can he get all this stuff done? That's a tall order. I don't know. I don't know at this point. I mean, the midterms were not bad, but they weren't great. So I think he's got one more Supreme Court pick, but there's a lot of fraud, a lot of bullshit going on, and there's a lot of lies and things going on behind the scenes. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But if the neocons get to him, and I think at this point it's looking pretty bad. I'm not here trying to fucking be a Debbie Downer or none of that shit, but you know, it's not looking good. On 9/11/01, we all know what happened. The United States of America was attacked by radical Islamic terrorists. 17 of the 19 airplane hijackers were Saudi Arabian. Let that sink in for a second. Let those words sink in for a second, okay? 17 of 19 were Saudi Arabian. The United States government lied about what happened on 9/11. There's no doubt about that. I'm interested. I want to know what happened at WTC-7, among other things, about that whole situation. We will never know. They lied about it. They covered it up. That's the way it is. WTC-7, and there's other things about it that just doesn't make sense to me. I'm not a 9/11 truther, but I believe that they knew about it, and I believe that neocons within the Bush crime family and in the neocon think tanks in Washington, D.C., New York, and Los Angeles and Chicago were absolutely overjoyed that 9/11 happened. They were overjoyed about the whole fucking thing because they fucking knew that they could lie us into a couple of wars at least, and that's exactly what they did. Malt liquor, label out. So 9/11 happens, and we get the Patriot Act. That's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment essentially doesn't exist because of the inappropriately named Patriot Act. We get NSA spying on every single American citizen. Every device, iPhone, iPad, fucking Galaxy tablet, Galaxy phone, Android operating, whatever the fuck you have, the NSA is listening to your conversations. They're recording every move that you make, essentially. They're spying on, they're getting into your email, they're spying on you, essentially is what they're doing. The Fourth Amendment does not exist. It's been gutted, completely gutted. And it just kind of happened, and that's the way it is. We got the TSA, so now when you go to a fucking airport, you get molested at the fucking airport, you get groped, and you might not even want that to happen. The only time I want to be groped, ladies and gentlemen, is when I'm a patron at the Hong Kong Gentlemen's Club or the Adelita Bar in Tijuana. That's the only time I want to be fucking groped, not at the fucking airport when I want to fucking go fly somewhere. The Bush crime family is a proponent of open borders. They did absolutely nothing to secure the fucking border, the southern border. Nothing, not a goddamn thing. They didn't even fucking talk lip service, nothing. They had that piece of shit fucking scumbag, fucking dual loyalist, that fucking Michael Chertoff in charge of Homeland Security. They didn't do anything to secure the fucking border. Michael Chertoff is a neocon warmonger that should be thrown out of a fucking helicopter. More H-1B visas. More fucking factories closing and jobs being sent overseas while the Bush crime family is in power. They own the fucking Congress, the Senate, and the fucking White House. And what the fuck did they do? After 9/11, they had a fucking blank check to fucking do whatever the fuck, what needed to be done, and they didn't fucking do a goddamn thing. We could have had constitutional concealed carry in all 50 states. We could have repealed the Hughes Amendment. We could have had open and concealed carry in all 50 states by constitutional law. They could have fucking issued every single citizen a fucking a goddamn AR, or not an AR, an M4 if they wanted to, and gotten away with it. You want your M4? Head down to your local fucking government building and go pick it up. It's there for you. We could have secured the border. They didn't fucking do it. It's a disgrace. George W. Bush is a fucking disgrace. He's a fucking piece of shit. He's a war criminal. Malt liquor label out. What did we get after 9/11? We get two neocon wars. Not in America's interest. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and John Adams are rolling over there in their fucking graves right now. I guarantee it. They lied about the weapons of mass destruction. There were no weapons of mass destruction, and they knew there were no weapons of mass destruction. They fucking lied about it. Condoleezza Rice, another piece of shit that should be thrown out of a helicopter. Fucking assholes, the whole fucking lot of them. We get a war in Afghanistan. It's been going on 17 goddamn years now. 17 years in October. It's been going on. What is the mission objective at this point? What in the motherfuck are we doing in Afghanistan? $6 trillion fucking dollars pissed away in neocon wars in the Middle East, not in America's interest. $6 trillion fucking dollars. Motherfucker. Live TV, folks, it does happen. All right. You fucking tell me. $6 trillion, we could have fixed every single piece of infrastructure, every bridge, tunnel, seaport, fucking road, whatever the fuck, you fucking name it, airport, whatever, in the United States of America, and still had enough money to put a man on fucking Mars. But what did we do? We lost over 5,000 of our people in Iraq. Hundreds of thousands of Iraqis killed, probably 250 to 300,000 Iraqis killed directly and indirectly as a result of those actions. They lied about Libya. They destroyed Libya. Libya was the gatekeeper, keeping them out of Europe. Europe is a disaster. It's done. It doesn't exist anymore. There is no Europe. Malt liquor. We lose 5,000 of our best people. We got scores more wounded. We got 22 veterans a day killing themselves from all the different wars. We got fucking veterans, homeless fucking veterans, and fucking shitlibs want to put illegal aliens first over homeless Americans. Veteran or not, doesn't matter, it's an American citizen. And shitlibs and neocons want to put illegal aliens first. This is unacceptable. Malt liquor. I'm going to play a clip from fucking Veterans Day. They study that King Cobra Malt liquor label. Motherfuck George W. Bush.
A commitment to veterans, that's the theme of the 30th annual Liberty Medal ceremony this year. President George W. Bush and former First Lady Laura Bush are taking home the prestigious award. Eyewitness News reporter Shantae Lands is live along Independence Mall with that part of our coverage tonight. Shantae, good evening.
Good evening, Joe, the former president thanked his father, who won the award in the past. This ceremony was met with post-9/11 war veterans who did not want to see the Bushes win this award.
It is the National Constitution Center's honor
National Constitution
the
Center.
2018 Liberty.
Okay, I gotta pull this shit.
Former President George W.
They give the guy that fucking signed the Patriot Act into law the National Constitution Center that tells you it's already corrupt. They give the guy that fucking gutted the Fourth Amendment of our Constitution the fucking Liberty Medal. I mean, let this shit fucking sink in for a fucking minute here. Of all fucking people, this guy should be fucking excoriated and fucking scorned, and nothing but scorn and derision should be put upon him for the behavior that he displayed as president. He gutted the fucking Fourth Amendment, and the National Constitution Center wants to give this fuckhead the fucking Liberty Medal. Let those words sink in for a second. We'll get back to it. Malt liquor.
W. Bush and former First Lady Laura Bush were honored at the National Constitution Center with the Liberty Medal Award.
I am incredibly proud, along with Laura, to receive the Liberty Medal.
Fuck you.
And I thank the National Constitution Center and the members of its board for this high honor.
Former Vice President Joe Biden presented the award.
It's not about, again, Democrats and Republicans.
Fuck this motherfucker
It's
too.
about who we are. It's about standing up for men and women who put their lives on the line to defend us every single day.
Biden even offered the Bushes a surprise gift, Philly style.
My wife Jill, who could not be with us tonight, wanted me to simultaneously present you both with a Philadelphia Eagles jersey tonight.
Lighthearted cheers were met with tense ones after a protester interrupted the ceremony to speak out against the Bushes receiving the award. And on the outside, outrage on Veterans Day from post-9/11 war vets with the same gripe.
All these years later, there are more than 500,000 people dead, and one of them is my son. I can't understand why we're giving a medal to a man who lied to this country and brought us into this colossal mistake of a war.
Thank you.
Now, this is the 30th year of this award ceremony. It's the second that Joe Biden presented the Liberty Medal. That's the very latest live outside of the National Constitution Center in Philadelphia. Shantae Lands, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Shantae, thank you.
Okay. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in at this point. So, you got Biden that gives George W. Bush the Liberty Medal at the National Constitution Center. It's all bullshit. It's a fraud. It's a lie. It's all lies. Everything is lies. Everything the state says is a lie. Everything it has, it is stolen. Shit libs are putting neocon warmongers from the Bush crime family, like George W. Bush and Max Boot and all these other, Bill Kristol and other pieces of shit like them, on a pedestal because they talk shit about President Trump. That's what's happening. And we're going to get into it's happening in a second. Malt liquor, label out.
The following message is transmitted at the request of Dr. Ron Paul. It's happening.
It's happening.
Like I say to you. I tried to warn you. But you looked away. You asked for this.
What's happening is neocons are continuing to lie us and attempt to lie us into more fucking foreign wars. Neocon wars. What's happening is the Federal Reserve is devaluing your currency and has been since December 1913, 105 years. this month.
I could have saved you.
What's happening is shit-libs are putting neocon warmongers and neocon war criminals on pedestals because they talk shit about President Trump. It's happening on the fucking so-called news media every single day. What's happening is the New York Mets are attempting to get Robinson Cano on the ball club. I don't know if it's a good idea or bad at this point. Let's go Mets in 2019.
It didn't have to end like this. It's happening. It didn't have to be like this.
What's happening is Mr. Raider 009 is quite possibly one of the most proficient chuggers of bull liquor in the history of bull liquor. That's a fact, Jack. Subscribe to Mr. Raider 009's bull liquor channel if you are not already.
It's happening. It's over. We're trapped in the belly of this horrible machine.
What's happening is these so-called conservatives from Conservative Incorporated are trying to elevate neocon Nimrata Haley to be president in 2024. I will never, ever, ever cast a vote for neocon Nimrata Haley. Won't liquor label out. What's happening is big tech is silencing libertarians, conservatives, and nationalists on their platforms and deplatforming us. It's happening every day. What's happening is people that are critical of shit-lib cultural Marxism and neocon propaganda and neocon lies are being silenced by YouTube and being shadow banned on Twitter and YouTube. It's happening. I guarantee it. My views are down. They're way down from what they should be. What's happening is the media industrial complex spews cultural Marxism, shit-lib propaganda, neocon lies and neocon propaganda 24/7, 365 and tells you how to think. It's very powerful. What's happening is Hollywood spews cultural Marxism, oozes cultural Marxism, neocon propaganda and neocon lies. Hollywood is also telling you how to think. You have to take the red pill to get away from it. What's happening is the New York Mets are going to win the 2019 World Series. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Mr. Met 40 ounce exclusive. What's happening is 209J Jones, Rock Bottom 559 and I are going to be having a meetup within the next few weeks. That will be happening. The Northern California contingent will be active. Old liquor. What's happening is Dr. Stephen Malturin is a superb malt liquor entertainer. Shout out to Dr. Stephen Malturin. Shout out to Falstaff. What's happening is the NSA is continuing to spy on you. Record your fucking emails and all your correspondence. They have access to your correspondence. That's what's happening. What's happening is Julian Assange and Bradley Manning and Edward Snowden are motherfucking patriots for exposing government chicanery. That's what's happening. That's my opinion only. What's happening is nationalism and populism are rising worldwide. That's a fact, Jack. Italy, Brazil, United States of America, Germany, Austria, Poland, Hungary. It's all happening. Thank God. What's happening is I'm approaching the motherfucking spill. Approaching the motherfucking spill. Some people call the spill, I call the best fucking part of the whole goddamn thing. Approach the motherfucking spill. Motherfucking dork. I told you this was going to be a fucking long one. I told you it's going to be a lot of information for you to process and take in. That's just the way it is. This malt liquor channel is run as a public fucking service. Alright. Before we get into it. On that CBS report that I played earlier, that woman that was out there talking, they lied us into a war for Israel. That's what they did. All of these pointless neocon wars in the Middle East are not in America's interest. The America-Israel Public Affairs Committee is treason. AIPAC is treason. They are using their lobbying group to help lie our country into foreign wars. That's what's happening. It is in your best interest to research that and realize that if you really want America first, we should put our people and our country first. That's the way it is. Not a foreign country. Period. I don't stand with no, I'm an American. I don't stand with no fucking foreign countries. If you stand with a foreign country, get the fuck out. You ain't no American. You're a fucking trespasser. AIPAC is treason. No more lobbying for foreign countries in our country. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. No more neocon wars for Israel. I'm not fucking afraid or ashamed to say it. I'm already fucking shadow banned. I don't give a fuck. It's a pestilence. Malt liquor. Shout out to Farkles 1. Raekwon the chef, take us the fuck out of here. Study that fucking label, look at that shit. Absolutely beautiful. Shout out to Roddy Boy Malts. Shout out to Malt Patriot, Malt Vader, Spilly Cali, Pro Wrestling Guy, Chili Palmer, Sandra Pena.
Stepping on the map, this is that hoodie rap. Fuck around, put a fully in your back. You might make my toolie act, word. I only run for the bread like the stripe, flower in your hat, black. And if your man tests my skills, I promise he will die in the field. My money's long, my homeboys is real.
A little bit of Dorf over there. We'll let that turn back into full liquor. And then I'll fucking enjoy the rest of that. Shout out to Mr. Raider 009. Neocons are traitors to our republic. Never forget they lied us into these fucking wars. The Bush crime family are fucking subhuman vermin. Anybody that used their media platform to advocate for these wars are the fucking enemy of me. Get the fuck out of here. Now, I'm no fucking pacifist. With all these neocon wars are not in America's interest. America first. Americans beware of foreign influence. That's all I can tell you. A little bit of full liquor left. Let's enjoy that. Shout out to Brownback 40 ounce. None of your fucking clothes, dork. Mr. Mayor 40 ounce. Rate, comment, subscribe. Whatever the fuck you gotta do. I'm the fuck out of here. Shout out to J Baker 419 and Farkles 1.